Hi, this session is on two-way tables and Venn diagrams, and we'll be doing an example together. Now, the example we have here says that Diana purchased 1 dozen, so 12 bread rolls from the bakery. 8 of the bread rolls have poppy seeds, 7 have sesame seeds, and then it tells us that 4 have both poppy and sesame seeds. Now, not all the information is given to us there, and we have to work out other things. Like, for example, what if, are there any rolls that are plain without any seeds at all? And I know most kids and most people like plain rolls. And we can put this information into a two-way table or into a Venn diagram, and we'll be doing both. So I'll just draw a quick Venn diagram on the bottom, and we'll do these at the same time. Okay, so whenever you're doing a two-way table, so the question actually asked us to draw a two-way table, and we're just doing a Venn diagram as well. Always start with where you have both. So for example, you can see here with this example, it tells us that 4 have both poppy and sesame seeds. That is your starting point. Now in a two-way table, it's the first place that we put both. So in here, I'm going to put 4. And you can read the table. This is saying sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. That's saying both. Now, in your Venn diagram, it's always the middle part. Okay, so I've got P for poppy seeds and S for sesame seeds. And both means where they overlap. Okay, that's our first step. Next, it tells us that if we go back to the beginning, we have how many rolls in total? We have 12. So in a two-way table, this box down here is your total amount, and everything needs to add up to 12. So we can put 12 in there. And in a Venn diagram, it's not in the actual rectangle, but up here, we put the universal set or the sample space, or you can write S if you want to, is equal to 12, telling us there are 12 elements, or 12, I guess, things in this example that we're dealing with. So that's taken care of. Next, it tells us that 8 of the bread rolls have poppy seeds. That's the next thing we have to deal with. So we have 8. In a two-way table, if I go to poppy seeds, which is just here, and I go across the total, that means poppy seeds, the total has to be 8. So I can put 8 there. And with sesame seeds, how many sesame seeds do we have? Rolls, we've got 7. So go to sesame seeds. So here we are. Sesame seeds, and we go down to total, and there has to be 7 down there. Okay, so where you see total and total, you go across. In this case, that's poppy seeds. There are 8 poppy seeds in total. Here, 7. You go up. There are 7 sesame seeds in total. Okay, and now you can actually fill in this box and that box, because what is 4 plus something to give you 8? Well, it has to be 4. And what is 4 plus something to give you 7? It has to be 3. So remember, everything has to add up to what you have in the total, okay? Otherwise, there's a mistake. Now, with a Venn diagram, you can't actually see the number 8 or 7 in this. And that's why a two-way table can be a bit more useful. In a two-way table, when we finish this, you'll see it actually has more information than a Venn diagram. Now, with the Venn diagram, what goes in this space here? So we can see the poppy seed circle, okay? That's a circle. So whatever we put in that circle is telling us it has poppy seeds. That 4 is saying, yes, there are 4 rolls with poppy seeds, but it also belongs to the sesame seed circle. But this part here will only belong to poppy seeds. Well, we know the total in that circle has to also be 8. So what is 4 plus something to give us 8? Well, it will have to be 4. And that's where this 4 over here fits in. Okay, so you can see how we've got 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. But we don't see a total 8 here, whereas a two-way table, it shows us the 8. But we can see that 4 plus 4 is 8 anyway. Now, in this part here, well, we have 7 sesame seeds in total. So what is 4 plus something to give you 7? Well, we can see it's 3. Okay. Once again, we can't see the total 7, but we can see the circle that has sesame seeds. And 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, and now the Venn diagram is pretty much finished. But there is still one more thing we've got to check. Every number we have in this Venn diagram has to add up to the total. sample space, total elements, which is 12. Let's check. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is 11. Have we got 12 yet? No, we don't. That extra one is now on the outside. And this one here is telling us that one of those rows is actually plain. It hasn't got sesame seeds or poppy seeds. So in a two-way table, that one will fit in here. No sesame seeds and no poppy seeds. You can see how easy it is to read the two-way table. And now the last bit is, well, what is 4 plus 1? The total is 5. And what is 3 plus 1? The total is 4. And our two-way table is done. Let's do our check. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Yes, 7 plus 5 is 12. Everything adds up, and we're finished. Now, it's important to understand what this 5 means. Okay, this 5 means what? There are a total of 5 rows that have no sesame seeds. Okay, this 7 means in total there are 7 rows that have sesame seeds. Let's have a look. 8 means there are a total of 8 with poppy seeds. And this 4 means there are a total of 4 without any poppy seeds. Okay, can we see this? No, we can't see this 4 and this 5 in the Venn diagram. That's why a two-way table is, I guess, has more information and it can be more useful. Now let's answer some questions. Now the question that this table has come from, the worksheet, the first question says, B says now, how many of the bread rolls do not have sesame seeds? This is not a probability, so it won't be a fraction. How many of the bread rolls do not have sesame seeds? Well, if we go to our two-way table, and we looked at this before, do not have sesame seeds, so no sesame seeds. Here it is. We go down, the total is 5. So the first one is simply 5. If we used our Venn diagram to answer that, we will count the numbers that are not inside the sesame seed circle. So once again, how many do not have sesame seeds? So we can't add the 4 and 3 because that's the sesame seed circle, but we've got 4 outside that circle and 1, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So you can see how we can use either one. The next question asks us, how many of the bread rolls have neither sesame nor poppy seeds? Well, we can see that it's going to be nothing if we look at the Venn diagram, what's not in the circle? It is 1. So the answer is 1. In our two-way table, here it is. There's that 1. No sesame seeds and no poppy seeds. Now, this one down here says, find the probability that a randomly selected bread roll has sesame seeds. Now, it doesn't say has sesame seeds without poppy seeds. It just says has sesame seeds. Okay? And the question actually answers that for us, because how many have sesame seeds? Well, we can see that the question even tells us 7 have sesame seeds. Our two-way table will go down there 7. Our Venn diagram in our sesame seed circle, 4 plus 3 is 7. So for that one, because it's asking us for a probability, we have 7 out of 12 bread rolls. Just check if that can be simplified, and simplify if you can. The next question has only sesame seeds. This is where you're going to just think about what it's asking you. Only sesame seeds, okay? So only sesame seeds, we don't use the whole circle because that 4 here, it also belongs to the poppy seed circle. So only sesame seeds would be 3, okay? So I don't know what we're up to, but you can just write it down. Only sesame seeds would be 3 out of 12, and make sure you simplify that, okay, to a quarter. And using our two-way table, which box shows us where it only has sesame seeds? Well, no poppy seeds and sesame seeds. We can see there's a 3. And the last one, now this is getting quite messy. I'll try and, doesn't matter, you can still read it. Has sesame or poppy seeds. Okay, has sesame or poppy seeds. All right, with this one, if you just went to the question and said, oh, 8 have poppy seeds and 7 have sesame seeds, and you added it up together, that's actually wrong. And you would get 15 rolls. And we know that we only have 12 rolls. So using our two-way table to answer that question, has sesame or poppy seeds,